Welcome back to Boom and Bust. I'm speaking with Peter Bethlenfalvy. He is the Minister of Finance and President of the Treasury Board for the province of Ontario. I'm sorry I had to break in there, but please continue your thought about climate change and the environment and how it dovetails with your responsibilities.
Well, then thank you for bringing that back. But I've mentioned the Ford vehicle plant where they'll have five lines of manufacturing, 5 different electric vehicle cars. That'll be the largest in North America. And Ingersoll, there'll be the truck, electric truck, kind of like the UPS truck manufacturing plant, retooling there. But I think it goes beyond that. We're investing a tremendous amount in public transit as well. That will take cars off the road. So we're building subways and investing an unprecedented amount in public infrastructure, which will allow people to get to where they're going in buses that'll be electrified or subways and take cars off the road. So on many levels, this government is very focused on the environment.
I want to bring it back to healthcare, of course. I remember my time as Ontario Minister of Health. I was always asking for a lot of money from the Finance Minister, Jim Flaherty, at the time. How do we pay for the additional resources that healthcare is going to take after a pandemic, and how do you factor that into your plans?
2 ways. One is the one I was referring to before, grow this economy. If you have healthy people, you'll have a healthy economy. And I'm a real optimist, as is the Premier. You've heard the Premier say, we're going to push Ontario to continue to be the economic engine of Canada, the job growth. We've cut a lot of red tape. We've really promoted Ontario businesses, and we've lowered electricity prices. We're going to grow this economy, and that's one part. The other part, and you would know a lot about this, Tony, is the Canada Health transfers. And we've seen our share. This is where taxpayers give money from Ontario to Ottawa, and then they come back with Canada Health transfer, which is to help us pay for our healthcare system. And that, as a percentage of healthcare expenses, has dropped from 35% of our expenses to 25%. At the same time that our aging population has put more pressure on our healthcare system. And I've mentioned mental health and addiction as well. So we are calling on the federal government to increase the transfers through the Canada Health transfer to the province of Ontario, right across the country. And that's something that all finance ministers across the country agree on, that Ottawa needs to step up more.
Have you had some good discussions with your federal counterpart, Chrystia Freeland, to date?
I have. I spoke with her almost the day after I became finance minister. She's only ahead of me by about 4 or 5 months. She was made finance minister in August of last year. We've had some very good and constructive conversations. We share a lot of areas of concern like healthcare and infrastructure and obviously supporting the province, the people and the businesses through this pandemic. So we're going to continue to work together as the Premier has with the Prime Minister. And we're doing this on behalf of all Ontarians and all Canadians.
In the sense of the balanced budget, we've got about a minute left. I know you've said that it can't be a priority right now. Do you ever foresee a time when we can get back to a balanced budget?
Well, as I said, I think it's important that we do look at that. Right now is our focus is on the health of people and the economy. And because these deficits are just not sustainable. You get into these billions and you start to lose track of exactly, I'm sure people out there say, what, 38.5 billion, 400 billion of debt. What do these numbers mean? The federal government's got even bigger deficit and a bigger debt load. But what I can tell you and your viewers that we are going to continue to do everything it takes to keep people safe in this province, but we'll also focus on the long-term economic recovery. And so in due time, we'll make sure that the financial picture for Ontario is continue to be protected.